is Dr. Karen Quigley. I am a professor of psychology, and I'm one of the faculty members of the new EAI. I also am one of the directors of the Interdisciplinary Affective Science Lab. And in addition, I'm one of the faculty of the Robotics Institute that's directed by Dr. Tashkin Padir. I am a biological psychologist and an affective scientist. And what affective scientists do is study how people experience feelings. So, for instance, we look at affective experience, which is the kind of low-dimensional features of one's feeling states. So when I say I'm thinking about something that's an affective experience, it's how activated I feel versus how deactivated I feel, or how positive or negative I feel. And we think of those as low-dimensional representations of feelings. And then we can also study things that we might conceptualize as a specific instance of an emotion. So that might be something that I would label as a feeling of anger or sadness or happiness. And I tend to take a very biological focus. So my work is particularly focused on the peripheral nervous system. I co-direct a lab with Dr. Lisa Feldman-Barrett, who is a neuroscientist. So between the two of us, we kind of jokingly say that I handle things below the neck and she handles things above the neck. But basically, we work together to look at how a body and a brain work together to create our affective experience. Instead of bringing people into a lab and inducing an emotion, which is a really common technique that people use in psychology, we instead have taken a slightly different approach, actually a very different approach, which is to say, let's send people out into the world, have them experience lots of different things, really observe the variation, not only in their experience, but in other features of them, like their peripheral physiology, their behavior, the context in which those changes happen. And then we use machine learning techniques to basically try to figure out what are the features that are structuring that variation. So we're not stipulating a particular emotion is likely to or has some physiological signature. We're actually asking what are those signatures and what are the ways in which they vary as a function of either the person or the context that they're in. So that's the way in which I've really used machine learning in combination with several colleagues at Northeastern who have been my collaborators.